Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. Allincrypto here, and today we are going to be talking about the AI superintelligence merger that is taking place in the cryptocurrency space between Fetch.ai, SingularityNET, and of course Ocean Protocol. Now, since this was announced, I think it has left more questions than answers. We know that actually SingularityNET and Ocean Protocol are going to be live on Binance at around about 8 p.m. UTC time today, being the 1st of April, which is a Monday, 2024, just in case anybody's watching this video way into the future. But what I want to do in this video, and we'll update once in much the same way that we're doing it with this video, we'll update once there's been more clarity on the Binance space given by the teams that are involved. Well, what I want to do in this video is just kind of, first of all, just summarize what's actually taking place, then dive over to the founder of Fetch.ai actually talking about why they're doing this, and then the kind of tokenomics side of things. So shedding a little bit of light. It's always best to get things from the horse's mouth themselves. Shedding a little bit more light and perhaps maybe answering some questions that you guys have. And to do that, we're going to be referring to a Twitter space that Fetch did pretty much when this news broke, around about the 27th of March. Humayun gave a lot more clarity on things. He answered some questions. He spoke about the tokenomics, spoke about why they're doing this. We'll play a number of clips and kind of bring that Twitter space onto YouTube to hopefully answer some questions that you guys have. But first of all, let's just recap on what actually took place. So this was the first kind of news of the AI merge that we got, and it was in the form of a Bloomberg terminal post, and actually it spoke about 3 artificial intelligence companies that operate on blockchain are in talks to merge their tokens, their crypto tokens, a move aimed at helping them develop a decentralized AI platform. So the ones involved were SingularityNET, Fetch, and of course Ocean Protocol. I think a lot of the confusion has came around the $7.5 billion valuation. If you add the market cap of all 3 of these projects up, it's in the $5 billion. So there's like a $2.5 billion jump in regards to the valuation of the ASI token. And there was kind of some metrics given in regards to how it's going to be split. But I think there still needs to be a definitive answer given, but we'll hopefully shed a little bit of clarity or give some more clarity on this. I don't have an exact token price for any of these. I really don't think anybody does at this point. Some people have tried to derive it. That Fetch it has been said to be 1-to-1 with the ASI token, and then Singularity and Ocean sort of 0.4 of one token. And they've kind of tried to work out evaluations, but there's a number of things that don't actually add up in that. Certainly, depending on what the prices of these tokens are when the actual merger takes place. But we'll listen to what Fetch's kind of founder has to say on all of this. But this was the initial news that we got. Of course, it's going to be headed by Ben Goertzel, who is SingularityNet's kind of chief, if you will. And we know that Humayun actually has sold companies that he's launched previously, like DeepMind, to Google, and been very successful in this kind of field already. We did have clarification from SingularityNet this was going to be the case. This is a statement from Dr. Ben Goertzel on the launch of the Artificial Superintelligence ASI Alliance. As the AI revolution intensifies, it is imperative that AGI and ASI are not owned and controlled by any particular party with their own biased interests. They should be rolled out into an open, democratic, and decentralized way. This has been the joint vision of SingularityNet, Fetch.ai, and Ocean Protocol from their inception. And for this reason, it makes total sense that our 3 projects come together to form a tokenomic network that has greater power to take on big tech and shift the center of gravity to the AI world into the decentralized ecosystem. It is, and a bit of a side note on this before we dive into Humayun's words on this himself, it is as important for us to decentralize AI as it is Bitcoin and what it's trying to do with money, because AI is directly going to impact thought in the world that we're moving towards. And if that's controlled by 3 companies, they have a monopoly really over thought and many other things. So we need to decentralize. I'm totally on board with what these guys are doing. It's a great application, or really sort of showcasing the broader application of distributed ledger. Let's dive over to Humayun, who's the kind of founder of Fetch, actually talking on this Twitter space in more detail about Fetch.ai and kind of what their or about this project. First of all, we're going to play a quick clip. It's about 5 minutes long in regards to why he's doing this, what his vision for this is, and then we'll talk about some of the tokenomics or what was given in this space in regards to the tokenomics.
So just now taking into the how we came to this, what is happening here. So if you look around and you can see what's happening in the AI space today, I mean, the acceleration of the development of research of these technologies and the benefits that come out of these technologies is humongous. And nobody would deny the fact that, what OpenAI and ChatGPT showed us was, how good it can be. And we are only starting to scratch the surface of it. So there is a lot to do. There is a lot to do, and there is very little time because the pace of this development is very, very high. So, when I started speaking to all the projects, my intention was to look around and say, we have these big corporations, and even they, to be fair, are struggling with the pace of development. And I think the reason is that when you are in a centralized frame of mind, when you're working for an organization, there is an organizational culture which kind of predicts, where you're going to go with it. People get into that culture, and the innovation starts to slow down, and you're kind of going on one. The second very interesting part is this technology has multiple layers. Just building an AI algorithm and just deploying it is not enough. What you need is you need to understand legacy systems. You need to interact with the legacy systems. Nobody's going to just come along and say, hey, let's change everything. We're just going to deploy something new. No. The other interesting bit is, how do these AIs interact with each other? How do you bring all of these technologies together? It's very difficult for one organization to take control and deliver all of it. So in our minds, in our discussions, when we had discussions with our partners, and I think they have been amazing partners. I've worked with Ocean, I've worked with Singularity. The people are amazing. They're very intelligent, very ambitious, and we all found common ground in saying, hey, our technologies are complementary. We don't need to be competition. We have to be cooperative. We have to be cooperation. And I think that was the essence of this merger. That's the essence of this alliance. And where it's kind of very, very interesting is that we posted some tech stack pictures, and if you have a look at it, what you would realize is that right from the beginning, you have this network layer. You have, I mean, silicon compute, and we have all seen the rise of NVIDIA, and GPUs are becoming scarce, so you need to secure it. And unless you're a big corporate, you can't do it. But if somebody has it, then we should build on it, and we should put all our resource to kind of build this stack, which then becomes much more integrated, much more deployable, and much more commercially viable. So that, with that in mind, if you think about the network, the GPUs, the networks, and then the next layer which comes is the data layer. Now, Fetch is not focused on data layer, but we know how important, safe, secure data and supplying that data to machine learning models is. And Ocean championed that approach, and they built all these data handling data, ingestion, and training machine learning models with it. They had the marketplace. So that's a very logical layer which Fetch didn't have, but we always kind of cooperated with Ocean to build solutions on it. So that was the layer, and we felt the enterprise were quite interested in it. So that layer brings the data marketplace. Then after that comes training of the machine learning and AI. Now, in this space, who better to collaborate and cooperate with the person who actually coined the term AGI? So Ben and Shane Legg, who was part of DeepMind's team, they both coined the term AGI. And these are the people who were at the forefront 20, 30 years ago saying AGI is coming, and they're building and researching the technology. So So my approach is, they're the best in what they do. Why not work with them? Let's put them together into this vertical stack which we're building of technology. And so we started the conversation, and we brought in, and they're building amazing technologies. Singularity has deep research. They built different algorithms. They built certain products which kind of build AGI, which is kind of moving towards artificial super intelligence. And I'll come to that point in a bit. Why we chose the name ASI rather than AGI. But anyway, that technology which Singularity provides, which has multiple implications. They have AI kind of embedded into networks. They have AI embedded into multiple other things. That layer, we didn't have that layer as strong, and we were always looking to integrate with others as well. So that layer kind of comes in, and then on top of that, we have now the AGI, AI, we have machine learning. How do you commercialize it? How do you go to the consumer? How does the consumer interact with it? And how do you make it granular enough that you don't need to write the code? You get things starting from objectives. You write the objective, you deliver the task, and to do that, you need a multi-agent system which can actually granularize the task, which can actually connect with multiple LLMs, multiple AIs, multiple data sets. And that's what Fetch does. So Fetch brings the platform where you can actually launch agents. It's an agentic network which interacts with users, with AIs, with legacy systems. And that kind of completes the whole circle. And we felt that the synergy in itself, if you put it all together, the technology will multiply, because not everybody will have the whole stack, and we are coming here now with like such a powerhouse, building this where we're bringing not just technology but also the communities, the people, the passion, the energy, all three teams who have done wonderfully well in their own right. We've been here 5-6 years. I mean, we're a bit younger than AGIX, we're a bit younger than Ocean, but we've been around 5-6 years. So really, bringing all of this together was kind of a dream come true. I mean, this is the dream team. This is the dream uh, tech stack. I mean, and that's how it all came about.
Very interesting from Humium himself, the horse's mouth, in regards to why they're doing all this. Let's now play some of what was mentioned in regards to the kind of token itself and perhaps some of the worries that were surrounding it. We've got 2 clips for you.
So first things first, token. What we're doing is we're merging the tokens. So Fetch is the kind of the token which is going to transition, because we have the network, into ASI token. It's a name, a rebrand, whatever you want to call it, and it will then issue tokens which are equal in value, and whatever the conversion ratio we have given you guys. I mean, we can come to that in a minute. So Ocean and AGIX can convert to ASI token. That is going to be available on Fetch's network. It'll also be available on other networks in Ethereum, BSC, perhaps Cardano as well. And what would then happen is that with the AGIX and Ocean tokens will, and Fed name also will vanish, and we will be with ASI.
So that's the first clip we have on it all. Let's now play the second one. I know that this isn't giving definitive answers. I think the real answer everyone wants to know is, what's the conversion rate going to be in regards to price? The fact of the matter is we don't have that answer for you. You can derive, or try to, from the $7.5 billion market cap, what that may mean. But I'm not sure that all the answers are there yet. But let's play this last clip and then we'll summarize and wrap the video up.
I think one question which perhaps I need to answer, which was asked several times to me, which is the token price, ASI and Fetch. They're one-to-one. We're just translating FET into ASI. That's it. You don't have to do any conversion. We can, whatever the process will be, you will have a one-to-one, and there's no, there's no deflationary, inflationary. I mean, as such, there is no effect to whatever Fetch is today. So the FET token holders don't need to worry. If you're staking, carry on staking. At some point, we will have to change your FET tokens to ASI tokens, but that's simple. We can tell you what needs to be done. It won't be overly complicated. If you are on exchanges, that's our responsibility. We will deal with it. You will, one day you'll have FET, the other day you will have ASI. If you have to take them out, you have to change them, exchange them. We will deal with that whichever way is necessary. You don't have to worry about it. We will hold your hand through the process. We'll make sure everybody's tokens are safe. Is the price going to go up? Is the price going to come down? I don't know. I can't tell you. But I can tell you one thing. We have done something which has not been done before to this scale in decentralized AI or decentralized space. This is the first. So I want our community to be excited about it, and they're part of this. This is kind of a history-making event, and the technology we have, the technology stack we have, I'm proud of it, and I think we're going to do really great things with it. Is it more valuable than Fetch? 100%, because, as I said, it's a multiplicative effect. It's going to be much bigger and better. I can't give comments on what the price is going to do, but I don't feel, we need to, long-term holders, medium-term holders should not be worrying about it. If they believe that the AI space is here, if they believe what we have done with the teams is here, we will be okay.
Very interesting. I think that's as much as I know, and that's what I'm sharing, and I've derived that from Humayun himself. There hasn't been any definitive answer, I don't think. I think what everyone wants to know is what's the price going to be, and should we buy now? Should we buy after? What's the conversion rate going to be? Is it beneficial? There's lots of unanswered questions that I personally haven't got at this stage. Maybe some of you guys have some takes in the comment section. But as we know more about this and we get ever closer to the merge, we'll continue to update you. We'll be doing an update from this video once I've digested what's said on the Binance space that Binance are hosting. And then which is specifically about the tokenomics, and then we'll kind of go from there, and we'll help to share our opinion on things or what we have on things as we move forward. But as a whole, this is a project that I am unbelievably excited about. The narrative is 100% there, and this is going to be the crypto AI play that is going to offer a full stacked AI system, which is really the first. And this is huge. This is, for me, if there was a narrative, and AI is the narrative, it's the hottest narrative that there is right now. And crypto is very hot as well in regards to being some of the best performing assets in the world. You've got this just powerhouse in the form of ASI, and I'm very excited about that. And luckily for me and my entire community, we were actually positioned in 2 of these cryptocurrencies already. Some of them are up nearly 400% for us. If you want to get in on those opportunities, don't forget to check out the Patreon. On that note, guys, I'm going to love and leave you. Thanks a lot for watching. See you all in the next one.